chaos reigns. I'm back.
So I got a new phone. Finally. I've been using a really crappy, first generation Samsung for a little while. Couldn't even download my music application or my editing application or anything. So, now with this new phone, which is way better camera, hopefully I can get some really good captures. Unfortunately, I cannot get the data from my old phone, which really sucks because the last video that I captured was literally Jesus in the clouds. But it is what it is. Maybe it was simply just for me to see, and that's why my phone broke. Either way, I wanted to talk about something weird that I noticed. So the eclipse coming up next year, right? April 8th. That's the X eclipse, right? And if you notice, everybody's talking about X now, right? Well, the weird thing is, I've seen this eclipse, the demons have been showing me this eclipse for quite a while, since I stared into the last one, really. And on my most famous, or I guess you'd say most notable video of the demon with the hat staring at me in the clouds, that one, if you look really close into his left eye, the eye on the right, it actually is the eclipse in his eye, like a perfect circle with light coming out the bottom of it. The first eclipse that happened, from my point of view here in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, it was, I'd say the bottom left was it wasn't a full eclipse the first time I saw it. It was like a bottom left kind of a cut that you could see, right? And that's what burned my eye really bad. But the next one, actually, the one that creates the X, which is super weird. I'm going to talk about it. That one goes right through Windsor, right over me. I'm right on the edge of the full totality of the solar eclipse. So from my point of view on the second eclipse now, when I stare into it, it's gonna be a perfect circle, right? I know you've heard of the band A Perfect Circle, and I mean, if you listen to their lyrics, I think you know that they're pretty fucking evil too, right? That's what the perfect circle means, probably. Anyway, so they've been talking about this comet. I think it's a comet, maybe it's an asteroid. I think it's a comet. Anyway, they say that they've filmed it and it's heading towards Earth, and it grew horns, right? Which I've seen the video. I don't know how something that, is rock-based could grow horns in the first place, but if it's traveling at, let's say, 24,000 kilometers per second or whatever the fuck it is, then, how the hell is it going to grow horns in front of itself? You see what I'm saying? Against the force. If it was growing horns out the back of it, it's okay, that's physics. But this is against physics, you know what I mean? And they're calling it Millennium Falcon shaped. Alright, so when you think about it, the Star Wars movies chose the Millennium Falcon as a name, right, for a reason, right? It's not falcon shaped. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't last 1,000 years. Okay? like really think about what I'm saying here. So why did they name it Millennium Falcon? Like, a lot of things in Star Wars are not as what it seems, right? Like the fact that all of them are dressed in robes that are very much like Japanese warriors, right? The fact that, like, the whole thing is satanic as hell. Okay? The fact that Darth Vader is the Antichrist, right? Like, all those things, right? Like, nobody pays attention to it because they're so involved in the actual story of the movie, right? Because it's that good, right? To most people. So I think that they picked it because they're actually paying homage to someone. And I think that someone is Horus. He's the falcon-headed god. He's the one that was alive 1,000 years, apparently. Like, when you think about it, it says that Jesus Christ returns and he reigns for 1,000 years, doesn't it? You know, the word Pharaoh actually means son of God. I don't know if any of you know that. Like, all these things, separate, don't mean anything. But when you start looking at things and sticking them together, you know, it starts to build a bigger picture. You know what I mean? Let's see. I don't know if you can see that. But, you know, they're talking about the Antichrist, and the fact that they're saying that this comet is going to be very close to us at the same time that the eclipse is happening, so much so that we're going to see it with our naked eye at the same time as the eclipse is happening. And now they're saying that it might explode on that day. How do they come to this conclusion? I have no idea. But when you think about it, it's almost like they're guaranteeing that that's the day that Satan's son, or Satan, or whatever, the Antichrist, the one who is like Jesus, the one they might even say is Jesus, is going to come on that day.